Sometimes things just need to get a little bit more complicated. What am I talking about? Well, let's jump into this together and I'll explain. Welcome to this episode of Design Talk by DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, we're going to be in Open-SCAD, and don't worry, if you're not into the Open-SCAD thing, you still want to stay tuned to the very end because, again, this is far easier to use as you might think. As in the past, I've covered out the customizer function in Open-SCAD. So again, with this model, it's all changeable from the customizer module just by moving a few sliders here or there. So what is this, you might be asking? Well, back in 2017, I designed the original Flange Designer, which has been a huge download on Thingiverse. And again, it's a very handy little tool because one of the big things you always need is flanges. Now, again, this for me started out as I had a rental house with a lot of pipes passing through the walls and I needed to seal them off. So I created the original Flange Designer, printed the flanges in TPU, and it worked great, put the code out on Thingiverse, and been happy ever since. However, recently a viewer wrote in and said, "Hey, Mr. DIY3DTech.com, your Flange Designer is great, but it really limits me on how I can adapt the flange to my needs. Can you help me out because I really don't understand Open-SCAD programming?" Well, hey, we here at DIY3DTech.com, want to please our viewers, so I jumped in, modified this code, and here you are. So basically, this entire thing is modifiable from the outer diameter of the flange to the inner diameter of the opening to the shapes to even I added the ability to taper the flange itself. And again, with the customizer, you can also set up different shapes and models. So for example, if you want a square, you can have a square. And notice we change the outside as we do this. So if I go back here to round, we jump back up to 60. If we want to change the inside from a round flange, round inner flange, we can go down to 4. Now we have a square flange on the inside and round flange on the outside. If we want to change the bolt count, we can just simply slide this up. Bolt count changes. We want to change the spread diameter of the bolts. We can do that. Again, Bob's your uncle with this design. Hugely flexible, easy to use with the customizer. So number one, fear not Open-SCAD. Again, with the customizer module over here, it makes it very easy to use. And again, modules like this are super simple and super handy. So hopefully you found this brief video interesting and useful. The code for this will be linked below out on the Open-SCAD site, so you can go out and grab it. Just install Open-SCAD, and again, you can use the customizer. If you're wondering again a little bit more about the customizer, I'll also link either in a card or down below the video which I did in the recent past on the customizer and Open-SCAD. And hey, with that, Swag Shop's going to be in the corner. Don't forget that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and pound that thumbs up button. It helps me with the algorithm. All right, guys, catch you later. We design something else cool. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up